Everyone. Today, we're excited to introduce to you our new project, SportsMe.
I'm Savio.
I'm Shriram.
I'm Arnav.
I'm Sailesh.
And I'm Pranav.
As a group, we constantly run into the issue of finding people to play sports with. Despite the abundance of sports facilities on campus, we still find it hard to engage in these activities with our peers. To tackle this challenge, we came up with a solution, SportsMe. SportsMe is a full-stack web app designed to combat this problem. This app will allow users to effortlessly create and join groups looking for games in a variety of different sports. SportsMe provides an easy way for users to find other people to play sports with and line up their schedules. It simplifies finding other players and coordinating schedules, making it easier than ever to engage in sports activities. All right, let's get into our features. This is our Create Groups feature. Users are able to create and join different groups. Groups are able to be customized based on the sport, location, date, and number of people in the group.
Once a user creates a group, it's displayed for other users on an available groups page. Other users can browse this page, and if they're interested in the group, they can join it. So when a user joins a group, they are added as a member to the group, and the group is displayed in their homepage instead. Once a user joins a group, they also have the option to leave, which will move the group back. So users also have the option to filter groups displayed. If there's too many groups to sort through, users can filter the groups shown based on various factors, such as the sport, location, date, time, etc. Once the filter is activated, the only groups that will be displayed will be the groups that meet the specified requirements.
Users can edit their user profile to provide more information about them. When a user initially creates their account, the user profile displays their username and email address. To edit their profile, users can click the edit button and add additional details, such as their gender, pronouns, favorite sport, year, major, height, and skill level. Users can select their gender, pronouns, year, and skill level by using a drop-down feature. They can also adjust their height using a slider. Both the drop-down and slider are features that are provided by React when implementing the source code for the front end. When editing the profile, users can click the Save button to save their changes or the Cancel button to nullify their changes. Users can not only view their own profile, but also other user profiles. This can be done by clicking on a username on a group post.
This is the Friends page. A user can access this page by clicking on the menu button, which reveals a drop-down, and one of the options is Friends. After a user has made a fresh new account, when they go on the Friends page, they can view all the users on the website initially and can filter them out by typing a name in the username. The user can send friend requests by clicking on the Add Friend button. Once a user presses on the Add Friend button, the receiving user will receive an email notifying them that they have been sent a friend request. Once a user receives a friend request, they can view these friend requests in the friend request line. If they press the Accept button, the person who sent the friend request will receive an email notifying them that their friend request has been accepted.
Every group post has a Show Comments button. When you click it, it shows you all the comments for that group post in order of when they were written. At the very bottom, there's also a section to write your own comment. And then once you write whatever comment you want to post, you can just click the comment button and it'll add your comment to the list of comments. After you're done writing your comment or just reading all the comments posted, you can click the Hide Comments button to hide all the comments.
At the bottom of the Friends page, it lists out all your current friends. If you feel the need to remove a friend, you can press the Remove Friend button, and now both users aren't friends with each other anymore. You'll also receive an email notifying that you have removed a friend. This is to promote a more healthy and supportive community of users.
All right, now for implementation, we'll start off with the front end. So our front end consists of first web pages that display most of the content. So for our web pages, we have a sign up page and a login page, which is display the sign up and login components. We have a home page that displays the current groups the user's in, and add groups page that displays the groups that the user can join. A friends page that displays the user's available friends, and a user profile page that displays the user's profile. And so for these to update these pages, we use context. And they're basically global variables that hold user, group, and friend information. And we use them so that we can dynamically show the effect of an update rather than having to wait to requery the backend. And so within our pages, most of the smaller components, such as text and buttons, are coded into the page. But for larger components, such as the group component and the add group component, we use like separate components. So we store them in separate files, and then we use a components folder. We store them in a components folder. So components of our website that still demand an implementation using the backend are stored here, and this allows us to use the same component for multiple pages, which helps with readability and reusing code. And then as for the styling of the website, we use just regular CSS.
Some important parts of the backend server are the user and group routes. How they're implemented is that they're URLs that the front end can call, and then the backend will return specific groups or users depending on what URL the front end calls for. And it can also return certain fields from specific group or user objects. And all of those objects are taken from the MongoDB database.
We also have a require auth route, and essentially its job is to only allow authorized users to access the protected routes. If a user wants to access a protected route, they'll have to send a request with their valid JWT token. The require auth route will then check if the JWT token that is received by the request is valid. If it's valid, it will let the user access the restricted route. We also implemented two schemas, one for all the users and one to store all the groups. This ensures that our database is clean and robust. It also ensures that we can't add any fake or unstructured data into our database.
And finally, we hosted our database on MongoDB's Atlas Cloud server.
So how does the front end connect to the back end? Localhost 4000 is where the server is hosted, and localhost 3000 is for code that requires the use of React features. Requests to get or send information will usually be denied because you cannot get information from other origins. Unfortunately, localhost 4000 does not allow access to server information. To allow React to get information from the server, we enable CORS, which is short for cross-origin resource sharing. As the name suggests, this allows different origins to share resources to each other.
To manage user authentication and data retrieval in our application, we leverage the useAuth context hook to access the current user's information, including their unique ID and JWT token, which is stored in our user object. User details are stored locally for efficient retrieval, and specific information can be accessed using user ID. For secure backend communication, every fetch request includes an authorization header with a JWT token authorization bear $user.token, allowing the backend to verify authentication and grant access to the protected user and group routes. The JWT token ensures that users have the necessary permissions and the information retrieved from these routes is used in the front end to provide seamless and secure user experience. Now, let's get into our demonstration.
So onto the live demonstration part. This is our app, SportsMe. And so as you can see, we are currently on the home page. And so the home page contains, the home page shows all the current groups that the user is in. So for my profile, for my account, I'm currently only in the tennis group, is the group I've created. And as you can see, each group, and this is group posting, and it contains a couple of details. It first displays all the people that are in the group. So as you can see, myself, Arnav, Savio, and Shriram are all part of this group. It also displays the place that the group is taking, that the event is taking place at, the date and the time that's taking place at, and then the max group size, so anything, and this is the max number of people I could enter. As you can see, we've already hit that cap. And then the time that it was posted, so we posted this like yesterday. And so each group also has a component, also has the comments option. So as you can see, this is for comments. So if you press show comments, you can see that users can put comments on groups, and there's a couple of comments already. Let's say I want to add something, and I press comment, it'll be added. And so it gets saved even after you reopen and unopen. And so now let's say I wanted to play another sport. Let's say I was in the mood for something else. I can now look for group. I could press this button, the look for groups button, And this takes me to the available groups page. So this page displays all the groups that are currently made on the app. And so as you can see, there's quite a few. And any group that I can join has a green join button. So as you can see with the basketball group, unfortunately, the group size is 5 and there seems to be 5 players already. So unfortunately, I can't join that. But it looks like baseball has a lot of space, so I can join that. So it sounds interesting. So I'm going to join the group. And now I'm now the group is gone from the available groups page. So if I go back to the current groups page, the groups that I'm in, you can see baseball is there. And I'm now a member. So, yep, I've now joined the group. And if I ever change my mind, let's say I don't want to play baseball, I can always leave the group. So if I press the leave group button, then it's gone. And it's gone from my current groups because I'm no longer a member of the group. If I go looking for groups again, it's back there. So that's leaving and joining groups. Let's say I wanted to create a group. Let's say I wasn't satisfied with anything that was there. I want to play, let's say, lacrosse. And so to make a new group, simply fill out this form. And so create a new group with the specified details. So let's say the place, intramural field, and the date. We'll say tomorrow, time 6 p.m. And the group size, let's say 10 people. So no more than 10 people can enter this group. Now I'm going to add the group. And now it's here. So as you can see, it has been added to my current groups page. The group has been created. And of course, I just made it so I'm the only member, but more people can join it if they want. And now I can't leave my own group, but if I want to, I can delete my own group. So let's just make another. Group to demonstrate that. Let's say 4 a.m. and 4 people. Once I'm not happy with this, I can always delete the group, which it deletes it off the database. So yeah, if you're not happy with any of your group creations, you could also delete them. And if I want to add a comment to this group, I could. And it gets added. So now that's the group feature, and onto the profiles. So if I go to the menu and click on my profile, it will take me to the user profile page. And so this page displays the user's profile. So this is my profile. You can see I've already filled it out with details. Let's say I wanted to modify some details. Not really happy with my favorite sport being soccer. I can press this button to edit my profile. And so you can see I can go here and change this to basketball. And then if I leave the rest as is, and if I save this, as you can see, it's been changed. And so I can edit my profile like that. Let's say I want to see someone else's profile. I can do so by clicking on their name in their name displayed on the members section of a group. So let's say I wanted to know who I'm playing with. Let's say I want to know who Shriram is. So I can press his name. And then as you can see, it displays his user profile. He's also filled out some information about himself. And so those are user profiles. So now we can move on to friends. SportsMe also supports friends. So if I go to the friends page, as you can see, so I currently have Savio, Shirama's Sai as my friends. If I wanted to, I could always remove them. And then let's say I want to remove Savio. He removes, and then he's gone. And then if anyone sends me a friend request, it'll be displayed here, and then I can accept it. Doesn't seem like anyone's sent me anything yet. And if I want to add a friend, I can, let's say I want to add Michael Jordan as my friend, I can press add friend. And then it'll send a friend request to Michael Jordan, so hopefully he accepts. And so, yeah, those are the friends, that's the friends. And then back to here. And so finally, we can cover the filter features. So the filter, if let's say I join some more groups. Let's say I join baseball again, and soccer, and let's say I go back here. And there's a lot of groups now. It's kind of cluttered, so I can choose to filter a group. And so let's say I only want to see soccer, so I can do that, and if I enter, you can see it has been successfully filtered. Only groups that are titled soccer have been displayed. No other groups. So if you have a lot of groups, it's a way to find the groups that you want quickly. And so that is those are most of the features. Now let's see what happens for new users. So I'm going to log out my current account. And so when you first use SportsMe, you're prompted to log in or sign up. If you have an account, you can log in. Otherwise, you have to sign up. So signing up, let's say I make my username. Let's say I join with one of my friends. One of my other friends is named Arnav, so I'll join with them. Okay, and then I will use that's Gmail. And then for the password, let's say I want to do something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, some random insecure password. The app won't let you. In the interest of security, you have to input a secure password with so that's at least 8 characters long, 1 capital letter, 1 lowercase letter, 1 number, 1 symbol. So I'm gonna have to put in a natural password. No insecurity allowed. So once I do that and I sign up, I'm officially in. And if I go to my profile, you see my username and email has been put into the profile. Nothing else has been put in. I can modify that if I wanted to. So I want to just set my gender to male. And then, yep. And this just gets filled with default stuff that I can change later. And so now that I'm in the new group, I can, so let's say I'm not part of any groups right now. So let's say I wanted to join some groups. So I can press look for group and look at that. The group that I created just now with the other account is there for me to join. So I can join the group and now it's displayed here and I can comment. And so yeah, I've joined the group and yeah, this is most of the functionality of our app. One more feature that I can now show is the email feature. So I created this with the Pranav account. So as you can see, the Gmail is Pakel44. And as the creator, if I go to my Gmail, you can see I received an email for removing a friend, and I also received an email for adding a new group member. So group creators in SportsMe receive an email whenever someone joins their group, so it helps you keep track of what's going on with the group. So yeah, this will be sent anytime a user joins a group. So yeah, that's most of that is the functionality of SportsMe, and this just goes back to this is another way to navigate to the available groups.